Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you for the support you're granting this platform. It is a Monday, the 7th of July 2025, commonly known as the Sabasaba. Allow me to mix Swahili and English where necessary so that the people I'm addressing can get me clear and precise. Leo hii taifa la Kenya linaelekea katika maandamano ya Sabasaba, na many businesses in the Republic of Kenya has been shut down. As I am speaking to you, I have done a cross check across all major towns in the Republic of Kenya, majorly the capital city of Nairobi. All businesses this morning are shut down. Supermarkets have shut down. In fact, even matatus as we speak, they have packed. Zile transportation companies unazijua, zile tunasema za masafa marefu, talk of Coach, talk of Guardian, toko zile unajua zote zimepack magari. There is no travels. So in short, Kenya is at standstill, and William Ruto is unbothered to find out on how to resolve this so that Kenya is able to economically move forward. When Kenya shut down, billions of shillings are lost in terms of revenue generation and in terms of businesses. The government loses and the business community loses. I have information, and I have been speaking to my colleagues in Nairobi because I'm a journalist. I speak to colleagues in Nairobi from the various media houses. Police have blocked major entries to the Nairobi CBD. Maaskari wamefunga barabara nyingi za kuingia katika jiji la Nairobi, na hakuna matatu imekubaliwa kuingia jijini Nairobi. But as always tell the government, these young people called the Janzis, these are not people you block roads ati unawazuia wasiingie CBD. You might even find they spend their night in the CBD. Watoto utapata walilala CBD. So as you block those roads, as you spend your energy barricading those roads, in a few hours from now, you will see them chanting hapo National Archives in thousands. Na unashangaa hao watoto wametoka wapi? So niseme hivi, today is a normal day in Kenya. That was supposed to be a normal day in Kenya. A normal day where people thought they will wake up, go to work, where parents thought their children will be in school. The business community thought today businesses were to continue as usual. But I want to confirm, Kenya is at standstill. There is nothing that is moving. Not even in villages. I spoke to a colleague in Kisii Town, who is already reporting from Kisii Town. And the town is shut down, completely shut down. Ni mahame. So I'm asking the presidency. The presidency means the office of the president. That is the cabinet secretaries, the president himself, the deputy president, and those people around the president. The work of a leader is to provide solutions for problems. As a leader, if you are unable to provide solutions to any problem, then you do not qualify to be a leader. I am asking President William Ruto this morning. I know your people will get this video. Maybe after today, your kids will eat normally. Because after all, you are the president. All your properties are secured by the military. So, should anything happen today, some of your properties are already secured. But there is an ordinary citizen who will be walking to Nairobi just to go and buy lunch for their kids na apiwe risasi. Kuna mtu ataenda Nairobi kwenda kununua hata unga ya kupika. Accidentally huyo mtu apiwe risasi. So I have a simple question to the presidency. For how long Kenya is going to dwell in this? For how long? During the 2024-2025 finance bill, that was last year in June, the Gen Zs spoke to you in one voice and said, Mr. President, what we only want is do 1, 2, 3, 4. And instead, people misadvised you. Instead of talking to the real Gen Zs, you picked con men and women. You picked brokers. You know the brokers I'm talking about. You picked brokers, mukaenda mukafanya handshake in the name of speaking to the Gen Zs. That problem was never resolved. Up to date as we speak, the Gen Zs are still asking Mr. President, when are you going to listen to them? Because I remember what Pastor Ezekiel said a few years ago. Mr. President, you are going to think that you've understood what these people want. And these people will think that you have understood what they want. But in a real sense, nobody is understanding each other. And they will come for you in status. That was the prophecy by Pastor Ezekiel of Mavueni. And I have seen that coming to pass. Ruto purports to be understanding the Gen Zs. Ruto pretends to be understanding the Gen Zs. On the other hand, the Gen Zs think that William Ruto is understanding them. Yeah, but in real sense, Ruto hajaelewa Gen Z, na Gen Z hawajaelewa Ruto. So kila mtu anasukuma pande yake. But allow me to say this, Kaka Sungura. Kenya is headed to where we were in 1980s. When Mzee President Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi announced Kenya as a one-party state. And some of the politicians, including Matiba and the rest, were angered by this move. Around like 9 years later, that is in 1990, they said enough is enough and we cannot continue to be in this. A revolution was born, the Sabasaba. And Sabasaba was calling for a multi-party democracy in 1990. The same scenario is repeating itself in 2025 when William Ruto is the president. William Ruto has refused to reform into the digital means of governance. Because Kenya, where we've reached today, I can comfortably announce that we have made strides digitally and democratically. William Ruto, a student of Moi, because we all know William Ruto left university and joined Moi in 1992, and he fell on Moi's hands at first. So these are students of Moi. Rigathi served Moi as a DC, as a DO, as what? They served with Moi. So we are dealing with Moi's students. And these people are applying 1970s tactics in 2025, which cannot happen. So ladies and gentlemen, today, Kenya has lost billions of shillings. Biashara zimefungwa, watoto hawaendi shule, maduka zimefungwa, the towns are deserted, people are indoors. And this is where William Ruto wants to drive us. It is high time we say no and rescue our country from people who wants failure. I know kuna watu wanaotaka Kenya iende Haiti ndio wabaki katika uongozi. Kuna watu wanaomba sana eti Kenya iende Haiti style ndio uchaguzi usifanyike next year, wabaki katika vyeo. But we are telling them, sisi tuko hapa, kura tutapiga next year part 1 2027, na hakuna kitu watafanya. God bless you. See you in the next episode. Asanteni sana.